Not home for the holidays. Two strike groups based in Norfolk are on watch in the Middle East, keeping an eye on the war between Israel and Hamas. Investigative reporter Chris Horn sat down with three Navy wives who help others with loved ones thousands of miles away. Chris?
Limited deployments mean about 15,000 sailors will spend their holidays in harm's way. Two of the three women have husbands aboard those ships. Another has spent many holidays away from her Navy husband. All three are balancing their own personal needs with their jobs here at home, being part of the support system. While we are decking the halls, they are manning the decks. Strike groups for USS Eisenhower and Gerald R are in the Mediterranean in case the Israel-Hamas war would expand. These three women serve as key resources when duty and distance come in between sailors and their families.
Are like the directors of the aircraft.
Melissa Nutter's husband is one of the yellow shirts on the deck of the Ike. They've had several holiday seasons apart.
I think our biggest thing is just finding how to connect with each other throughout the holidays and how we can make that connection from far apart.
But Nutter is also a Navy school liaison, one of dozens throughout Hampton Roads schools.
There really are boots on the ground in the schools to support the families. They can have sessions one-on-one with children. They'll do lunch bunches where the children can go to their table and talk about how they're feeling that day, if there's a certain struggle.
Jenny Elliott is one of 4 ombudsmen for the Ike.
Making sure we are touching all bases for these family members, resources, emergencies. We've had several ask about school liaison.
And Elliott's husband is also a member of the Eisenhower crew. She says her role is to help Navy families get through times like these.
It is something you have to go through to get through. And we're here for all of them, whether they're seasoned, whether they're new, we have the same resources.
Before the cluster of suicides connected to USS George Washington, Terry Farragher's position didn't even exist. She is a force improvement officer, coordinating support among the sailor, the spouse, and the children. Her husband serves on USS Kearsarge and just returned from deployment, but she knows from experience what it's like to be apart at the holidays.
I think it's the days leading up to it. In your mind, I think at any point you make what am I going to do on the day of? And so it's that, okay, how am I going to handle what my kids are asking, or how am I going to handle my own personal reaction?
Ike and Ford both have Wi-Fi that makes it easier to stay connected.
Sharing that connection across miles really helps make the heart whole.
But all the emails and Facebook Messenger in the world won't keep the kids from asking the age-old question, when is daddy or mommy coming home?
They always ask, it's always the same answer, when he gets here, when he gets here. We don't want to give false hope, but we also want to make sure they know that he is safe and he'll be home soon.
We have a complete list of resources available to Navy families who have loved ones spending the holidays in harm's way. It's all at wavy.com. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.